the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position. Yeah,
and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Saints defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
2nd and 5. They go play action here with Shuck.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Saints first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the audience circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
For the catch made by Johnson.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, 49ers nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
He gets it left side of Johnson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Chuck now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw, Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as his safety blitz winds up paying off.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, 49ers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. In motion comes the tight end left.
First down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Now Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
2nd and 1. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing, Shuck. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 6.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Shuck. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Palmer.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
For a Saints first down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
Ready up. 19 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hunt, hunt.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17, 49ers 7.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's Shuck.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw now, Shuck. Open man is tipped in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
And the 49ers, 1st down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Saints 30, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Running right through him. And again the footwork. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's second.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 6
And as the two
yards.
teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That's going to be caught. So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Score, Saints 30, 49ers 21.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That's taken in by Palmer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
And it'll be second down.
2nd and 5.
Play action. Shuck. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
29.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one could be important as that makes us a 16-point lead.
Saints 45, 49ers 29.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And fighting down inside the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Throwing, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes again.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
To throw is Purdy.
And that's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Trey Palmer,
48 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big connection on that one. 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Purdy with one final shot here. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game.